Hey guys, it's yours truly, Music Clues here, and welcome to the Media Maniac Access first direct of the month. Doing it a little bit different this time. I was going to do a pre-recorded video, but I kind of ran out of time, and I still have the other directs to work on, so I figured, what the heck, I'll go old school with this, and just present it to you live. It's going to be a little different for me, too. So, yeah. Apologies in advance if things don't look exactly great. But yeah, I do have a substance of what I want to showcase. So, yeah. Just give me a second to adjust some things here. Hey, Grandpa, good to see ya. Yeah, welcome to our live Media Maniacs Direct. So, yeah, just give me a second to switch things up here. So, I'll save my musical stuff for last. But first things first, we got some gameplay stuff to go over. So yeah, first things first, I should talk about gameplay regarding the channel's gameplay stuff from my end. So, many of you already know that Infinite Nikki had just released this past week on Steam after its initial launch on the Epic Store back last December. So I figured that it would be nice to redo a playthrough of Infinite Nikki. I will still put my original part up because the original intro, at least as of this live stream, is not currently back in the game. I'm not sure if that one's going to be staying or if it's just for the event. So I guess we'll know later, but yeah, just figured I'd let you guys know. I will put it as a separate part, so it will be labeled correctly as a bonus part, so you guys can take a look at that later. But yeah, Infinite Nikki is on the list for games to cover for the channel later. And that will be coming later this... Oh, hold on a second. Okay, there we go. That will be coming later. Or I should say, hold on a second, guys. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Okay. So, anyways, like I was saying, we are gonna be doing Infinite Ninky starting later this week, aka next week. So look forward to seeing the first playthrough part of that. I've already recorded it, so it's all ready to go. So yeah, and of course you can expect more of a Walter Lee Waves playthrough very soon. I still have a whole backlog of that I have to go through, so expect both of those in the next couple of months. So yeah, thank you so much for being patient with me on this. I know it's been a long time waiting for more parts for Walter Lee Waves and Infinite Ninky, but I promise you it is worth the wait. So that being said, moving on from these two. Now let's talk some mobile titles for Apple Arcade. So I have some new one-off gameplay videos. I was working with Gwenpen on these to make a brand new game to choose some brand new gameplays for you guys to check out to keep you guys busy in between this and of course the upcoming Switch 2 launch. So these are the titles I will be checking out in the next over the next couple of months. Gameplay wise, they are Flip Flop Solitaire, Super Elite Day, Masterpiece, Crazy Eights, and Hidden Foes, which is actually available on Steam and Switch. So be sure to check that one out there too. I'll leave a link in the description below to those. Out when I post that video. So yeah. In terms of full-on walkthroughs, I have this partition to starting next month. So, for the summer, we will be doing a full playthrough of Hello Kitty Island Adventure. But believe it or not, I just recently got the Switch version of the game. So, we will be using that version instead of the Apple Arcade version, but they are essentially running the same event, so you guys won't miss out on anything. So yeah, just so you guys know, we will be using the Switch version of Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Tamagotchi Adventure Kingdom, however, I will be doing on Apple Arcade. As always, I will do it in the best place I can. So that would be my iPad because the Apple TV version only runs at 30 frames per second. Yeah, not optimal quality. Yikes. Yeah. So those will be for Apple Arcade in summer. Then in the fall, I will be focusing on Temple Run Legends, which has actually changed a bit from its initial launch, believe it or not. And then I will also be working on Puffins, which is a new game that just launched last month, I believe, in Apple Arcade. So yeah. And then focusing on stuff for 2026 and beyond, the last one I want to mention is Lego Star Wars Castaways. This should be a really interesting title because Gwenpen is a huge Lego fan, and it's one I don't think he's played too much, if at all. So, yeah. But yeah, that's my plan for Apple Arcade, so look forward to that. Okay, in terms of Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, I'm finally starting my playthrough on June 23rd, Sonic's birthday. Yep, that's right, I'm starting my playthrough of this very iconic Sonic title on Sonic's birthday on June 23rd. Now, I won't be doing Shadow Generations. Why? Well, You guys will find out eventually. But all I'm gonna say is this isn't the end of seeing Sonic Crash Out Generations on the channel after my initial playthrough of the game. And of course, I will cover any mods for the PC/Steam Deck version, which obviously I have on my Steam Deck. So look forward to that as well. But for my initial vanilla playthrough, that will be starting on June 23rd, Sonic's birthday. So great way to celebrate the Blue Blade's birthday in my eyes. Alright. Okay, so next up, we are unvaulting the Maniac's Vault. You already saw a sneak preview of this the other day, but this is basically going to be a special series where I'm going to be unvaulting some of our oldest gameplay footage, our oldest video compilation footage, and my oldest dual mixes and mashups into one for you to watch, with commentary notes from yours truly and a few other things as well. For the dual mixes, you'll see quite a few of the unreleased stuff and some of my attempts even make it back into a dual mix of return. So, yes, but some of my, weaker attempts will be a part of this brand new series. So, yeah. Yeah. That is gonna be a very interesting series for us to tackle. I'm very excited to tackle this. There's a lot of content that you guys have not seen that I have not posted on this channel. Trust me when I say we are just scratching the surface. All right. Now, in terms of ones without visuals, I do have a couple of additional announcements. I will be working on extra special Steam Deck coverage of certain Sonic fan games after a certain date. You'll have to tune into a special direct regarding Steam Deck updates to find out when, but that will be coming sometime later this month. So just keep an eye out for it. And then going forward, you guys will see all sorts of fan games from throughout the ages from the Sonic fan base, both old and new, be covered. No Sonic fan game is going to be left unturned now that we have access to them with the Steam Deck. So, yeah, this should be very, very interesting to say the least. Especially since I have not touched a good chunk of these titles. I'm very excited to see how I tackle many of these games. So this should be a fun adventure for me too. Alright. And regarding Switch content, of course, I do want to mention that again, we do have our Switch pre-orders. I will be posting a video of my and Ethan's pre-order experience. Which honestly was probably the most straightforward experience we've had for consoles to date. No, I'm not serious. You can even ask Ethan next time we're together. It was really that straightforward. Alright, so yeah. That being said, I do have 3 other announcements I want to make. One, starting next week as well, I will be doing, hopefully, 1 stream per week where we're going to be looking through the Maniac's Vault, looking at some of the old gameplay footage, or looking at some of my older dual mixes and mashups attempts. We did a test stream the other day, and yeah, that didn't really work out. Most of the time it was really me fiddling around and getting it to work. So hopefully I'll get that solved by next stream. That will be happening hopefully every Wednesday during the week. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll have the next stream go live schedule-wise in a little bit after this one. So just giving you a heads up there. Yeah. The second thing I want to announce is that we will be having 2 games when the Switch 2 launches be covered right away. That will be, of course, Mario Kart World, which, of course, is the latest entry in the Mario Kart franchise. And then we will also be covering Street Fighter 6 on Nintendo Switch, as I will be picking up that copy of the game on day one. So, yeah, this should be interesting. Oh, and I'm actually also going to be picking up the Kimberly amiibo, so you guys will get to see functionality of that as well. And believe it or not, I got the only one in stock, so count me lucky, guys. Count me lucky. All right. That being said, the last announcement I wanted to mention is that, of course, to remind you guys, we have 3 more directs coming. We have, of course, a special series announcement plus a Maniacs Direct that will be happening 2 weeks from now, later this month. So be sure to look forward to that. The second direct will be happening 3 days after that. And will be my special Dual Mix of Returns direct, which will talk about details on that project. And then, of course, we'll have a general media Maniacs direct, which will talk about all the stuff we're working on for the summer and into the fall and beyond, possibly that month. That month, 2 days before the Switch comes out. The Switch 2, that is, comes out. So, yeah, look forward to that as well. With that being said, that is pretty much all my announcements for today's Music Clues Direct. Pretty short stream. I'm going to be fair with you here, guys. So I took 3 extra days, but yeah, I had quite a few announcements to get out of the way. So now that that's done, I can finally get back and focusing on other stuff for the channel, and look forward to seeing more content in the future. And for now, this is yours truly, Music Clues, signing out, and I will see you guys later. Bye!